Welcome back to TTS Daily, everyone. I'm Yi. Now, first story of the day, Deadpool's creator, Rob Liefeld, has ended his relationship with Marvel. How does that even work? I mean, they are still making Deadpool films. Does that mean there will be no more future Marvel Deadpool films? So anyway, he has ended his relationship with Marvel due to feeling mistreated at the premiere of Deadpool and Wolverine. That was the latest Deadpool movie that featured Wolverine. I didn't get a chance to watch it because it had an adult rating and it would be, impossible to watch it with my kids. So maybe I'll just watch it in future with them. Liefeld was unhappy because he felt ignored by Disney and Marvel executives at the New York premiere and was not invited to the after party. We are talking about Deadpool's creator. Without him, there would be no Deadpool, okay? I'm sure all of you love Deadpool, even though his sense of humor is a bit violent and gory, so yeah, not suitable for kids. Rob Liefeld expressed his frustrations on his podcast Robservations, stating that the treatment was meant to embarrass, diminish, and defeat him. Is Rob Liefeld overthinking things? Because why would Marvel and Disney want to do this considering he is the creator of Deadpool? Liefeld sought more involvement in the marketing and promotion of the movie and asked for a special credit scene highlighting the creator's contributions. Obviously, maybe it didn't happen, I'm not sure did it happen. He criticized Marvel's treatment of comic creators, emphasizing that without creators there would be no content for films. True? Previously, Liefeld blamed Marvel for delays in producing Deadpool and Wolverine, suggesting Marvel's decisions were the reason for the delay since Deadpool 2. Rob Liefeld also questioned Marvel's ability to fit Deadpool into the MCU, that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, expressing doubts about whether the character's tone with family-friendly nature of the MCU. Good point, but the main question I want to know is, what does it mean for the future? Does that mean there'll be no more Deadpool films for the MCU? How does this work? Someone tell me? Next we go to Thailand, where this viral video shows Thai boy band Proxy being moved through a mall at Nonthaburi, Thailand under a wheelable tunnel-like structure, this white tunnel structure that went viral with 3 million views. People are perplexed, they are wondering what is going on. So the mall, Central Westgate Mall, uses this rain tunnel to manage celebrity crowds. It's not specific to Proxy boy band, but a general policy for moving celebrities. Okay, netizens found the method amusing and innovative. I'll come to that again later. Comments suggested it could be adopted by airport security and K-pop idols to manage crowds and protect privacy. The strategy was praised for creatively maintaining order and protecting celebrities from overzealous fans. But this rain-like tunnel structure is good, I believe, if you're moving, like very important figures, political figures, okay? World leaders, yeah, okay? But boy bands, they're in the entertainment industry. If your job scope is to entertain and interact with your fans and you're using this wheelable tunnel-like structure to cover them, how are the fans who waited hours for you to appear? Some of them are even waiting like hundreds of meters away from the stage of performing because the stage area is already overcrowded. And now you come in, walk into the stage protected by this tunnel. How are you even going to wave and interact them and thank them for waiting hours just to have a glimpse of you walking to the stage? Central Westgate Mall, I don't know, I'm not a fan of it. Okay, back home in Singapore, Moses Lim, a dearly beloved local comedian host, has sadly died on February 11, 2025 at the age of 75. His death was announced on his official Facebook page. Moses Lim, as most of us know, is celebrated for bringing laughter to many Singaporeans and is remembered for his bright smile and contributions to comedy. Especially, Liang Po Po, he and his counterpart Jack Neo. He is survived by his wife Monica, 2 daughters and 4 granddaughters. His last social media post was about a luncheon with friends on February 10, enjoying Fujian cuisine. I think I might have seen that. Moses was famous for playing Tanatek in the sitcom Under One Roof and a Peranakan auntie in Jack Neo's comedy Night. Besides acting, he was a food critic and managed the Moses Lim Gourmet Club, organising food tours. He had heart surgery in 2018 and faced another health scare in 2023, but decided against installing a pacemaker, choosing instead to monitor his health through diet and observation. His condition stabilised without further medical intervention. Currently, his cause of passing away is unknown, so yeah. His longtime friend and the famous counterpart that I grew up watching, Jack Neo, expressed his regret over Moses' passing, mentioning their last interactions around Chinese New Year and Moses' absence from a movie premiere due to illness. Jack Neo also reflected on life, aging, and the importance of bringing happiness to others. That's why, everyone, take care of yourself, watch your health, take care of your loved ones, watch out for each other, let's be kind to each other. Our thoughts and condolences to Moses and his family. Our next story is in Singapore. First of all, trigger warning. This is a story about family Okay, so there's a 41-year-old man that has been sentenced on February 11, Tuesday 2025. His identity is protected by a gag order to safeguard his children's identities. He has pleaded guilty to 2 counts of ill-treating his children, one for his son, one for his daughter. A third similar charge was taken into consideration during sentencing. So around 2019, there was an incident involving the man and his son who was approximately 11 years old. So the man was upset over school matters and heated a metal spoon on the stove and used it to burn the boy's buttock, resulting in scarring. it's just, reading this is just insane, you know, like how do you even think of such a punishment, you know? And then the next incident was on June 2022, where the man again, this time displeased with his daughter, who was about 15 years old at that time. He was unhappy with her behavior, so he kicked her shoulder while she was seated on the floor. She was in pain for a week before her mother sought treatment at a Chinese medical hall, leading to a hospital visit the next day, finally diagnosing that the girl suffered a collarbone fracture. She received 40 days of hospitalization leave and medication. Another incident on July 2022, he struck his son's arm with a belt. So we can see from this incident that he is parent, and I mean, this is domestic violence, okay? Anyway, the man has now been sentenced to 16 months in jail. The prosecution requested a sentence between 16 to 22 months, emphasizing the premeditated cruelty of using a heated spoon, the significant force used in kicking his daughter, causing a fracture, and the breach of trust inherent in a parent-child relationship. They highlighted that the children were defenseless against their father's actions. For the incident in 2019, the maximum penalty was up to 4 years imprisonment or a fine of 4,000 Singapore dollars or both. However, after January 2020, the maximum punishment was doubled to 8 years imprisonment or a fine of 8,000 Singapore dollars or both. The finally came to light following a traffic accident involving the man in August 2022, which prompted a police investigation. Child Protection Services also got involved due to the nature of the offences. You know, watch out for people around you, your neighbours, you know, and if you are in school, watch out for your classmates, you know. Finally, our last story of the day. First of all, I need to preface by saying this story is not, you know, condoning you to do gamba, okay? Because our last story on 4D or Toto actually got a shadow ban because the algorithm on TikTok seems to think that we're trying to encourage you to do more gamba, which is no, it's just a story, okay? So anyway, Madam Chen in Singapore found a lottery ticket on the ground at Loyang Tua Pei Kong Temple after a lion dance performance on February 3, okay? The ticket was for the lottery draws on February 8 and 9 with the bets on numbers 3388 and 8833, okay? Madam Chen then noticed the numbers were the winning numbers from a previous draw. You know, upon reading this, my first thought is, are you serious? Are you serious? So I went to check, and it is true. This variation of this number, 8383, was actually the first prize on February 1st, okay? The story gets wilder, okay? Listen. So this variation of the ticket number 8383 won first prize on February 1st. And Madam Chen picked up this ticket on February 3rd with the numbers 3388 and 8833 for the draws on February 8 and 9. And then after checking the numbers, she realized one of the number won first prize on a February 9 draw. I had to check, you know, because it's like, it's really wild, you know, that you have the same, the coincidence for first prize containing the same set of numbers in variation, yeah, it's really, really rare and almost like impossible. The chances of, the probability is so low, you know. So the first prize number for 9 February 2025 is 3388. I've never seen this happen before, okay? Okay, I've never seen this before. I think the odds of this, the probability of this happening is, I don't know, editor, if anyone can even do the math on this, tell me, okay? The odds of this happening is like impossibly low. Okay, so anyway, Madam Chen, instead of keeping the ticket, she handed the ticket over to Sengkang Police Station on February 10, hoping the rightful owner would claim it. Wow, kudos to her. According to Singapore Pool's rules, the prize goes to whoever presents the valid winning ticket. Singapore Pools cannot withhold payment even if the original owner reports it lost unless there's a court order or legal investigation. Okay, that means if she were to bring the winning ticket over to Singapore Pools have to give her the prize money unless the rightful owner has a court order or legal investigation. Finding and dishonestly claiming a winning ticket might lead to charges of dishonest misappropriation of property with potential penalties including imprisonment, fines, or both. The moral of the story is, Madam Chen's actions illustrates integrity, emphasizing that she believed in returning what wasn't hers. I agree. Stating what's mine is mine. I do not want money that is not mine. I totally agree with this statement.